What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Connor on chain. On my way to the gym right now. But, I just thought I would let loose some information that I've been thinking about, just going on with the markets. And I kind of want to talk about just entries and exits in the market because, I've been thinking when I post a lot of TA, technical analysis and stuff in my Discord or in our Discord here, I feel like I make a lot of different assumptions and stuff on charts. A lot of, thesis around certain entries and stuff is based on, how charts look and how I'm charting stuff. But, I was thinking, I realized that a lot of people, especially a lot of newer investors, a lot of you guys aren't familiar with, charting and how to really read a chart, understand a chart, even just how to emotionally play the market, because it is a whole different game that it really just takes a long time to get familiar with. You almost have to flip your entire mindset, outside of technicals and charts, to play in a market like crypto, as volatile as it is. This, crypto emotionally wrecks people, including myself sometimes, Even a month ago, seeing everything down crazy, some of my highest conviction coins legitimately dumped 85, 86% in a matter of a month, that's insane to see. Any normal investor would have thought, to get out after a 20% dip, if not, less than that, something like that. But anyways, when it comes to entries and exits, which I want to talk about, again, one of the biggest things that I think comes down to it, again, would be charts and TA. We'll get into that in a minute, but, emotions. I always think of it emotionally. You need to completely flip that emotion upside down. And what I mean by that is, so, again, if you are a newer investor or a normal investor, I know you're going to understand this. When you see a chart going up and you see a coin go up 50%, 100%, 118% on the day, you have this feeling in you. It's called FOMO. And when you feel that FOMO, you want to ape your entire life savings into this coin because you want it to go up another 200, 300%, right? But the thing with this market is usually 80% of the time, in my opinion, that every time you feel that FOMO feeling, that urge to, jump into green candles will get you wrecked. And what I was going back to was emotionally, you need to train your mind to tell yourself to completely flip that thought. And this is kind of what I do, is when I see a chart that has a ton of green candles, if it looks like it is already run up, I completely miss the boat. I might potentially miss out on, very quick, maybe 2x, 3x gains. But it's kind of like a mental strategy that I have, where if I'm not buying the bottom of something or on a heavy correction, I will completely miss the boat. That is how I play just markets in general. But the thing with the emotions too is, right, like I was saying before, you have to train your mind where if you feel this FOMO feeling, make a mental note every time you feel that and tell yourself, do not ape. I know I feel this right now, but do not buy this on the green. And it's going to be the same exact thing when you see red, when candles are dumping, when projects are dumping to shit, it's going to be the same exact thing. You're going to be like, oh my God, this coin is going to zero tomorrow. But the thing is usually when you get a heavy emotional response from yourself, from up or down, is usually a bottom or a top signal. And that's for a lot of different things, if not most projects, right? And again, if you see heavy red, as long as there's no real BS going on, like Dev just sold all his tokens or some random things. I don't know, there could be 20 different types of FUD events going on. As long as it's something that a project can easily come back to, when you see heavy dumps across the board, those should be buy signals to you. You should feel in yourself like everything is going to zero. When you feel that everything is going to zero and you're getting scared and nervous, that should be a buy signal for you. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that is how you have to play this game. You have to completely flip your emotional response on its head. So again, every time you feel FOMO, tell yourself you should not be buying right now. And every time you feel like this is gonna go to zero, you get scared, like you're about to get shaken out, that's when you should be buying, right? So that's something I've been thinking about, like emotionally, when it comes to investing in certain coins, certain projects, right? But as far as technical analysis too, definitely something that I think a lot of people, if you don't know how to read charts, you aren't familiar, that's definitely something you should learn for the reason of understanding entries and exits and potential continuation, on a coin or watching a chart, right? Because certain coins you can buy, but let's say if you don't really know anything about charts and you're looking at coins to buy on whether it's Coinbase, CoinGecko, a lot of people will just buy if they just see it, right? They won't even look at a chart. They don't really know about it. But you might be buying a literal top of something, right? And then short term, you look at your bag a week, 2 weeks later, you're down 30-40%, and you're like, oh shit. It's definitely important to understand when to find the right entries just across every single coin that you're thinking about getting in. Unless you got in at a bottom. But the best way that I look at it, usually for a good entry, is, again, a project needs to have a lot of fundamentals that can back it up. Like a great team is always a good one. Constant updates on social media if they're building in public, things like that. I have like a whole breakdown. Honestly should just drop at some point and what I look for with like a really good project, but fundamentals got to be there. And if they are there, you got to look for charts that are bottomed out, have very minimal volume, but are all at the same time also delivering, continuing to push really hard, right? Because I'm very technical based when it comes to any sort of investing in crypto. Again, I won't even invest in a coin if it's, even if it's about to start pumping and it looks like it's about to break to the upside. For me, I still can't enter that. I won't even call something like that. Again, unless it's at a very good dip, and I know that it's going to continue up from the dip, or the chart is completely bottomed. You can see a lot of bottom charts with meme coins, right? Most of them are down 95%, in a matter of weeks. But, some of the strongest projects, at least with memes, some of them will run up really hard and correct 85%, right? It'll look like it's bottomed and kind of dead. But again, if the social sentiment is in, if Twitter's popping off, the team is continuing to deliver some good content, memes are flowing, the community is vibing like crazy, and there's a lot of genuine interest in the meme, but the chart is completely bottomed, as in, again, it's like completely flatlined down really low. There's obviously a discrepancy right there, right? And that's where you can find undervalued projects. That goes not just for memes, but anything. In certain narratives, certain coins, they're going to dump harder than others will. But, for the most part, crypto is an attention game, right? It's just which coin can get the most attention at, this time frame or this time, right? And that's how you got to play. When a coin or project has no attention or very minimal attention, that's when you should pay attention to it. And that's when you need to double check everything about it. Make sure that they're up to par with everything they're talking about, everything they're doing. Make sure they're delivering on their promises, right? And if they're continuing to build, continuing to hold strong at these low levels, that's usually a great sign that some sort of recovery is possible at some point, right? So, that's just, I think it's just kind of important info that, just a lot of people I feel like you should really know, because sometimes people, will show me a coin, that be kind of interested in it. But, I look at the chart and it's, it's dead for like a month. And then when they show me it, the chart looks like this, just has a massive pump and people ask like, yo, is it late to get in? And it's just things like that where, again, that's no one's fault, right? If you're just not too familiar or you're newer at investing in crypto, right, you don't know. I don't blame anyone. But, things like that, it's just different ways to gauge coins in which you can actually get in early, get in at the bottom, versus being exit liquidity, right? So, just sharing some more thoughts today. Just wanted to throw some stuff out. So that's what I got for you guys today. I appreciate you watching. Bullish news today with Nvidia too. That was crazy. They're doing a stock split as well. I don't know exactly when that's going to happen, but super bullish. Market is legitimately primed to go crazy, I feel like. So I'm getting hype. I'm not going to lie. Getting very bullish. I'm kind of a hyper bull in a bull market, but obviously in drawdowns too, it's difficult, right? It's hard, but again, I'm a hyper bull in bull markets. I feel like you kind of have to be, because I think most of the crypto, if not the entire space, like we're betting on another leg up at some point in this bull run, right? So it's like, why wouldn't you want to be bullish? To be bearish, like short term, like I get it, yeah, definitely. But if our long term end goal is up here, why are you trying to bring stuff down, short term, right? Because even if it happens, again, it's just more buying opportunities to then get to the end goal, right? That's how I look at it in crypto. But again, that's what I got for you guys today. Just dropping some info, some knowledge that I think is really important, right? Because I know when I first started, these are some things that I literally had to teach myself. I learned technical analysis. It took me 2 years just to get a really good grip, on reading charts, dropping stuff like that. But I recommend, learning. If you guys are familiar with even Forex trading, I don't recommend actually Forex trading, but watch a lot of people, how they trade Forex, how they read charts. Because Forex is definitely a market where you can learn a lot from how people are actually, reading the market. They are, because I'm not going to get into Forex, but, it's very strategical, and a lot of people are technical-based traders. You can learn a lot from people like that. Someone where I actually learned most of my technical analysis is Nick Sean FX. If anyone's ever heard of him, I watched that dude. He had YouTube videos for free from, I think, January or something, maybe February of 2020, upwards of like 2022, 2023. No, not even, maybe like 2022, where he just dropped daily analysis videos on, different Forex pairs and his charts, and he'd do, why am I taking this trade, this and that. But the way that he would go about reading his charts, I watched every single video for, again, like a year and a half straight, just learning and then implementing it myself, just watching charts and back testing and stuff. So that's just a recommendation. Check out Nick Sean FX. Literally where I learned most of my TA, and that's outside of crypto. Because again, I messed around with Forex on and off, but again, I've been in crypto for now 3 years. But yeah, just to get better at charts, really learn in-depth charts. That was really who I learned from. So check that stuff out, and that's what I got for you guys today. I'm kind of rambling, but going to the gym, and I will see you guys in the next video. So I appreciate you for listening and watching. So thank you.